Yes, we are recording. Not sure what my hair's doing today. I feel like I say that in every Zoom call, at the beginning of every Zoom call, and I actually look at myself. I'm like, brilliant. Okay, Anna's arrived. Where's my lip balm? Not there. Here we go. Hi, Anna.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
And you? Sorry for the noise. I'm just running to Starbucks. Park myself for an hour.
Ah, brilliant. Well done.
Because my son does judo on Saturday mornings, so I dropped him off and then luckily there's lots of places to sit around here.
Excellent. So you can chill out for, well, study hard with us.
Wow.
Yeah, might as well. Well done. Lovely. And hello, Violet. How are you?
Hello, Pippa. Hello, Anna.
Hi.
Hello. Everything is wonderful. I'm so happy that today is Saturday already. And what about you?
Good, thank you. Very, very glad it's Saturday as well. Although I'm traveling back to London later for rehearsals on Monday. So I've got a long journey ahead of me, but I'm ready to go.
What theatre are you rehearsing? And I was dying to ask since last time.
It's a play and we're traveling around the UK and Ireland, and it's kind of like an immersive courtroom drama. So
The witness for the prosecution.
No, it's not that one. It's a different one.
I was about to say, oh my God, I have to see it.
No, not Agatha. It's based on a true story though, which is interesting.
Oh, wow.
And they did the tour last year based on another murder trial.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all about a murder that happened, and I play a disgruntled young woman whose father's been killed, and she's the heir of all his millions. So she's
Oh wow. I have to come and see you. Give me a hint
yeah,
on the date.
I'll put a link in, and then yeah, if any of you guys make it,
Oh,
come
I'd
along
love
for sure.
to.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm really enjoying it so
Awesome.
far. Everyone's
I
so
bet.
nice. And yeah, it's a really sweet gig. Like, I feel very, very, very lucky. So yeah, just come along. And if you're not in the UK, fly over and come along. Treat yourself to a theatre weekend with me. Right, what have we got here? We've got a few people. This is lovely. A beautiful group. I know not everyone's got the cameras on, but I'm assuming you're here and paying attention. So we'll get cracking, I guess. As we go, if anyone's got any questions or wants to work on anything else that we've not covered, or you got any other questions about anything that, yeah, you need clarifying, just say. But I guess we'll kind of do it how we did it last time. But again, if you've also got recommendations about how you'd rather these move forward, just tell me, and we will dive straight in because there's more of you this week and we've only got an hour. So no warm up, but let's do it. Shall I read it all out for you? Is that always a good place to start? I feel like it is. While Anna gets her, venti, mocha, cappuccino, shaken, not stirred. Triple shot. Complicated Starbucks coffee. Good. So let's have a go. This is Trees by Joyce Kilmer. Nice little poem, this. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast. A tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. A tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair. Upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. Lovely, isn't it? It's quite sweet. Schwa's in this badger. I keep saying badger for things sometimes. It's not actually a real thing that many Britons say, by the way. But I'll be like, oh yeah, pass me that badger. It's not a thing. But I say it sometimes anyway. So this poem, yeah, the schwas are a thing. We could say a poem lovely as a tree, but a poem as lovely as a tree. For me, I think it works greater, better, but it's up to you. It's a poem, so we can have stylistically that choice there, and it won't sound as jarring to the ear because we all know that we're reading a poem and it's a creative experience, so we can play around with the rhythm and the pacing of it a little bit more creatively and artificially than regular conversation. That being said, if you want to make it very conversational, that's also a choice and can exist and be done as well. So it's a bit longer than last week's poem. I think we should just read it each individually, the whole thing, and really work on our stamina, and go round, and then I can give you some notes to work on individually. All okay with everyone? Nuts. Excellent. Who would like to go first?
I can try.
Yes, Queen. Well done, Violet. Lovely, lovely, lovely. When you're ready, thank you.
Okay, so from the very beginning till the end. Okay. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Woo! Round of applause for Violet. Fantastic. Kicking us off beautifully well there. Amazing. How did it feel to do that? Was it a bit like, or were you quite confident?
No, there are some parts I really hesitated a little bit because, for example, with a word poem, so it is quite a plain word, but when you read it in the poem, yes, it is quite complicated for me. It was quite complicated. And of course, some parts where, for example, the earth is sweet, so where there is a connection between words, and I wasn't sure it was all right to do that.
Yeah. Well done. Brilliant. Good instincts there. Yeah, it's interesting. Your first poem, because he says it, they say it quite, how many times do you say it? Is it just twice in the poem? I think it is just twice. The first one I thought was a bit eggy, and then the second one I actually thought was much stronger. So I think you just got into the flow of it and maybe didn't overthink it as much by the second one because you were already like going, which happens all the time. So yeah, just poem. I think so. Rather than thinking poem, im, like him, the word him, the im in there, the I am. Perhaps think of it like that, and that we're going a bit quicker between the vowel shapes between them. That changes a bit quicker. Poem. Can you do it for me?
Poem.
Yeah, perfect. Any questions about that?
No, thank you so much.
Got really, it. Really good. Lovely. Lovely was another one actually. Lovely. I can't remember what you did exactly. It sounded a bit like, can you say lovely for me?
Yes, I know this word is quite struggling for me. Lovely. I think the first L is not very soft. Yes.
Yeah.
In my pronunciation, it is very strong.
Okay.
Lovely.
I think that lighter L helps you at the beginning. Actually, is that what you were meaning? That you think your first L was a bit too strong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it is as strong as the last one, but the last one should be strong, I suppose. But the first one,
lovely. Yeah. I think keep it lighter, because even then I thought it was better than what I heard before. Lovely. Yeah, and I think it was. I've written a sound in there. Lovely. Maybe it was a bit too lovely, but actually love. Think it's a bit more rounder and forward. I feel like I always say it's rounder and more forward. But I do think it is more of a rolling, lovely kind of sound. So can you just give me, like, imagine that love, like you're stepping onto the word lovely and having a little walk with love. Can you imagine that for me? Does that even make any sense? I don't know. Give it a go. Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's got like a lovely quality to it. And there's almost like a gallop in it, I would say, like a lovely, like we're riding onto it. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah, just like I'm just trying to think of an energy and like a visual to help you with it, because I think it was just more, it didn't sound lovely as it should, because the word is lovely. Does that, yeah, so but then was much
Yes.
better, much stronger. And yeah, this poem is describing a tree being lovely and poems being lovely and not as lovely as trees. It's just yeah, we're not using it in a negative frame here at all, context here at all. So welcome, Lisa. I think that was Lisa that just arrived. Hey, I've just copied the poem in again so you can see it, Lisa. But yeah, lovely. Well done. That was much better. So bear that in mind. Yeah, earth sweet, earth sweet, earth. Can you just say earths first of all? Forget the sweet. Just say earths.
Earths.
Yeah, good. Earths.
Earths.
Excellent. I give you permission now to not pull back, but refrain from earths, like adding an extra push in there at the end. Let's just keep it a bit smoother. Have a listen. Earths, earths.
Earths. Earths.
Better. Excellent. Earth sweet.
Earth sweet.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done. Yeah, before it actually sounded a bit like you said, like earthus something. And you almost
Maybe,
add an
yeah.
extra, yeah, and it's good because I think you're trying to articulate it very clearly, so top marks, I love that. But I think you can relax it a little bit more if we're really trying to concentrate on it. And maybe in my reading, because I was trying to heighten it up a little bit, I was a bit like against the earth's sweet flowing breast, but actually we can soften it a little bit more. And I think you not softening it made it sound strange to my ear so actually you can soften it. And not give the last S as much weight and push as you did first time. Do you want to just say that again? Earth sweet.
Earth sweet.
Yeah, better. Good. Can you say the whole sentence for me? Let's just test you a bit further on that one. Against the earth's sweet flowing breast. And simulate it.
Against the earth's sweet flowing breast.
Yeah, fine. I think it's really good. Just say against for me.
Against.
And against.
Against.
Yeah, good. So we can say both as well. I'm just going to lay that one with you as well. Everyone, there's so many choices. You got to it's like a sheet of music, writing a music or doing a dance. You got to decide what you're going to do. But yeah, against. Say against for me again.
Against.
And against.
Against.
Yeah, okay, good. Does one sound and feel better to you?
I suppose against is a little bit more for me.
Great. There you go. Then you've discovered that you prefer to say against. Well done. Congratulations. Looks. Can you say looks for me?
Looks.
Yeah, better. Before we got Luke's or something else happened there. I think it was the double O that might have thrown you off a little bit. But let's just say that line. A tree that looks at God all day.
A tree that looks at God all day.
Yeah, looks. We're kind of going there, that territory for some reason. Looks. Looks.
Looks. Looks.
Yeah, well done. That's the correct shape I want to hear. Can you hear and feel anything that you're doing differently?
Yes, this time it is a little bit more rounded. The lips are more rounded than in my usual speech.
Okay, good. Yeah. I think it's that I think the double O just gets it can confuse us a little bit, but with that one, looks, do get the lips happening.
Yes.
And it is because the double O, I think, makes us think we need to do it longer, but actually it's a one syllable word that we can just cut through. Looks.
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 Better. Yeah, well done. Any questions on that?
No, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just a couple more. Leafy. Sounded like liffy. And lifts. So the lift, the liffy, the vowel is there for lifts. Her leafy. So then we go to the lee, the sheep sound. Sheep, she, lee, that sound. So can you try leafy for me again?
Leafy.
Yeah, good. Your call and response is much stronger. So yeah, leafy.
Leafy.
Yeah, good. So say that whole sentence for me again and try and get the contrast between lift and leaf.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
You mean and lifts her leafy arms to pray.
Yeah,
This one, yeah?
lovely, fantastic. Yeah, that one. Just make sure it's leafy. Yeah, you got it then. You did it fine then. Any
Leafy.
questions on that one?
No, thank you so
Good.
much. Perfect.
Robins. I've put it was a pitch thing. I feel like it went robins, robins. A nest of robins, robins, robins. Can we add a little bit more of a bounce into the word? It just sounded like really jarring in terms of like the intonation and inflection, I would say. So let's try a nest of robins in her hair. Let's really ride that rhythm of the poem there. Does that make sense?
Yes. A nest of robins in her hair.
Yeah, better. Well done. Thank you so much. Any questions on that one?
Thank you. No.
Yeah, good. Lovely. And then bosom. This is such an old-fashioned word, guys. We rarely say bosom in conversation, right? This is a Shakespeare vibe word. But yeah, bosom. Can you give me bosom?
Bosom.
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 Yeah, I haven't written a particular note on it, but I remember thinking, so I'm not entirely sure what was slightly off for me, but I thought you did it well. But I just wanted to double check in with that word as well. Yeah, bosom. I think you've said it fabulously, so well done. Any questions about the poem at all?
No, thank you so much. I really liked the poem, and before our lesson, I checked your video on YouTube. The recording of this poem, yes, and I understood my struggling places.
Yeah,
and here, thank you so much. You put attention to them, despite the fact I didn't mention these parts, but you felt it. Thank you so much. No questions.
No problem. You're very welcome. Well done for doing some extra work and going back to the YouTube video. They're there for you guys, and I will keep uploading like some of the workshops from this cohort, such an actor, of this cohort that we're doing like onto the YouTube. So like do keep flitting back and watching that if you still need to like keep brushing up with your studies, because it's all there for you to watch. Like, I'm not keeping it a secret, and neither is Lilo. So yeah, it's for you guys really. Okay, who wants to go next? Let's press on. Anna.
Let's keep the same order as last time. I always feel more confident going after Violet.
Yes, excellent. Give it a go.
I think that I shall never see poems lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
I was muted. I said, well done, and nodded enthusiastically. Well done. Really, really lovely. Really lovely. Are there any bits that you think could be improved on?
I think I hesitated in some words that you sort of drew attention when you were talking to Violet, like against or against, because now I don't know how I naturally say it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say struggle. I think I always say a poem and like a normal life. So not a poem, a poem. And now I'm not sure whether it's correct or not.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Well, it's always like, I don't know if I play down or not, but when it's a kid vowel and a fleeced vowel together, then I always sort of slow down and concentrate which one goes where. I don't know if it's noticeable or not, but in my brain it's like, which one is it?
Yeah. Okay,
so I guess for now, that's what I can come up with on the spot.
Brilliant. What I would say straight off the bat, and we've talked about pacing a little bit before, I'd say it's interesting you say like you feel like you need to slow down in those certain areas, but actually I didn't really feel like there was much pace change in it. I felt like you sped through it quite quickly. I'm going to ask you to do the whole thing again and just
but slowly.
Just a little bit more again, just to give yourself and your brain a bit of time to connect the dots a little bit more. I just want to see if anything changes. Slow it down.
Okay.
And let's see what happens.
I struggle with that a lot. I speak fast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all do from time to time. So yeah, but so this is a good challenge for you. Give it another go and let's see.
Okay,
Slow.
let's go into character. I think that I shall never see form lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet-flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who infinitely lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. I also struggle with my eyebrows. Like, I saw myself on the videos. It's ridiculous how I wrinkle my forehead.
Oh, look, don't judge. We always judge ourselves, don't we, on camera? I'm like,
Yeah,
oh God, like, you know, I'm just a mess all the time. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We're here to study and learn, and we're all welcoming of each other, no matter what we do with our eyebrows or our hair or whatever. So lovely. Well done. So it's so interesting. Like, just by slowing it down that little bit more, I'm able to take on board what you're saying more. And again, I don't want to, this is a poetry readings, but I do think when we're doing, when we're having conversation, it's worth sometimes just slowing down a little bit so that people can hear you. I do it all the time. I'll just speed off, and then because I'm picking up like some northern accent things, people are like, what did you say? And I'm like, I have to repeat myself and slow down again. And it's just never, I think when you are like from somewhere else or got a completely different accent and language, that's just going to knock your confidence more. And I don't know if you experience it much, but even I do, and I'm British. Sometimes people ask me to repeat myself. I say, what did you say? And having that, what did you say, in your face is just never very pleasant, is it? So I
notice when people feel like doing this, I know I speak too fast. I slow down. And
there
then
you go.
It's a bit of a call and response.
Brilliant. Exactly. So let's maybe not make it a call and response. Let's make it a natural thing now that you do. You just slow down a little bit to be extra clear.
I just get carried away.
I know, you get so excited. I do it as well. But it's something to be aware of. And like you said, you can tell when other people do it. They go,
before they say, what did you just say?
Yeah, exactly. And we want to try and avoid that as much as possible, because you know, by extension, we just want to be able to communicate very clearly in our lives. Like, of course,
it does make you think, or did they say it wrong, or did they say it fast?
Exactly. And you don't need that doubt in your day-to-day life. You want to just, it's better to say it slow, get it right, or more British, how you want to do it British, and then and not experience these moments of doubt, because it's just going to keep knocking your confidence. And half of it, as I've established, is confidence, and having the confidence of choice and clarity and what your intention is, and when you're in a conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So good. Just keep working on that as a general note, my love. There was just a few articulation things. Actually, when you did slow it down as well, I do think your intonation sounded more British as well.
Okay, well, maybe that's a trick.
Yeah, I think so. I think because you do it so quick, sometimes like the articulation might be correct and in place, but because you're rattling through it.
I know what you mean. It's gonna it just be fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think because like your natural intonation in your own whatever tongue is maybe coming into play a little bit more, because that's what you're used to. Whereas if you're thinking about it more actively for now, I think it's going to help your intonation generally. It sounded, stronger.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'll work on that.
Yeah, just work on that. So just having a little look. Yeah, so the schwa, a poem. Just say a poem.
A poem.
And a tree.
A tree.
Yeah,
a tree.
A tree. A tree.
A tree.
Yeah, better. On a poem, it almost sounded like a poem. Just be careful. I don't know if it's you. I've talked about this before many months ago. Schwa, more of a than a sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
just down.
Yeah, more. Yeah, I think of it more as like the arrow kind of symbol. Not is like
I understand when you explain it, but in like sort of natural speech, I think I lose it.
Sure, it's just practice. Just say let's stick with the schwa I'm after, more of the up inflection and longer kind of shape. Do that for me. Yeah, better. And then let's just try it. Like we're about to say envelope.
eh,
And then
ah, ah,
eh.
eh, eh, eh.
Okay, good. Just
It's
trying to
just
get
a
you to
little
feel
different.
the difference. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just be careful it doesn't go into territory, because then we'll be like northern yeah. We don't want to do that. Because that's so not you. Looks. I might go a bit out of order, but looks almost became Luke's. So looks. Let's get looks.
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 Better.
Looks.
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 Yeah. I think don't be. It's tricky. I'm like slow down, but on that one, let's try shorten it a little bit more. So it's not looks. Looks.
Looks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, better. I'm trying to think how I would spell it differently, but I can't think of a different like phonetic way to spell looks.
Put a little W somewhere.
Looks. No, well, no, because actually I think I've spelt Luke's with a W, as in like I think that's what you said before, and I think that's not helpful. I actually think the W might have thrown you off if that's what you're visualizing. But looks. Yeah, it's better what you're saying there. Just make sure, just practice that. Looks. Looks. Lovely, well done. Let me just think. Can you just say the first line for me, please?
I think that I shall never see.
Good, thank you very much. One more time.
I think that I shall never see.
Yeah, okay, good. I wasn't sure before if I was getting I think with an F sound. Do you do that sometimes?
I guess, yeah. I try not to think.
It's again a normal thing we do. I don't know if it kind of suits you. Thinks, and it's a lazy person's version of a th. Think.
Yeah.
Oh, think that. Think.
I criticize my son when he says it, and so does my husband. So I guess I should be
Well,
doing it.
there you have it then. They don't listen to what we say, they copy what we do, right? So make sure you say think. Get the tongue happening between, like, think. It's with the teeth. It's not a lip and teeth thing, tongue and teeth thing. Yeah, one more time.
I think.
Yeah, better. I think. Good. Any questions on that?
No, I think I understand. Yeah,
excellent.
Thank you.
That's all right. Just say God all day. Where's God all day? A tree that looks at God all day. Can you say that for me?
A tree that looks at God all day.
How was your schwa at the start of that sentence? Any good?
But I was thinking about triangle.
Try again for me. Say it one more time. A tree. A tree. Sorry.
A tree that looks at God all day.
One more time.
A tree that looks at God all day.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. God all day. God all day. Tiny little thing. We've talked about being more on voice before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Miles ago, years ago.
Yeah.
All day. We're starting to pull back a little bit. All day. Can you think of, again, like I was saying, lovely. Can we think of all day? Can we just try and think up and over more on those two words?
All day.
Yeah, good. All day.
All day.
All day.
All day.
Yeah, good. Day. There's a subtle difference there. You're giving me day. Can I have day?
Day.
Better.
More. The jaw down.
Yeah, day. Just a bit more forward and more space in the mouth, I think, and enjoy the sound being up here and not back here. Day.
Pray and day.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Keep thinking forward. It just pulled back a little bit, and it made it all go a bit more to all day, like darker down there, and I didn't want it up there, down there. I wanted it up forward. Any questions on that?
No, I understand. Thank you.
Excellent. That's all oh, there's one note there, but I actually don't know what that means. If that pops into my brain, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
I scribble things while I'm listening to you. It doesn't make any sense. Any final questions or remarks?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Excellent. If anything else comes up, just raise your hand or unmute or not. Thanks, Anna. Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely. Who would like to go next, please? Lisa, do you want to go? I can see your face, or do you want to observe today? Completely up to you.
Yeah, sorry, it's because I didn't see any poem in the chat. I sort of Googled it based on the sentences you just did with Anna, so hopefully it's the correct one. But because nobody else is reading it, so...
Well, there's other
So
people.
I'd rather sit in, to be honest, because I've noticed other people, they didn't read the poem, right? For some reason, you just jumped straight to analysis. So that's the point I didn't understand. So maybe I missed something. Maybe we were supposed to do it before and send it to you.
Well, I read it at the start of the class out loud for
Okay.
everyone, and then, but I'm not reading it every time individually just for time, because there's about 5 or 6 of you on the call, so I won't.
No, I mean, you are not reading it, but I thought other students first they read the poem and then they go through it.
Yeah. So
But that's not what happened with Violet and Anna.
I got
So
them to
that's
read
what
it
I'm
individually.
confused. Oh, okay. So maybe I just
Yeah,
missed
maybe
it.
you came just after Anna
Yeah,
gave it a
because
go.
I was
Anna
just
did it
sort of
twice, in fact.
confused because to me it just sounded like students were not saying anything, and then you
Oh,
just
and then I was
went
giving them
straight through
feedback
the
on it.
analysis, and I was like, maybe we was like clearly.
No,
So
my
yeah,
love. So
I'd rather sit in today. Thank
yeah,
you.
are you sure?
Yeah, I don't want to take too much time from.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's your time as well, my love. So like you're entitled to have a slot if you want one. If you want to, we can come back to you in a bit perhaps, and after you've heard more people say it, if you want to.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's okay, darling. Natalia, you've turned your camera on, so I'm guessing you're ready to rumble.
Yeah, you understand.
I know how Zoom, like I get the Zoom talk. Great, let's do it. Thank you very much, my love. Well done.
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the calf's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with the rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Well done. How was that feeling?
That's strange, because
Why?
when I read it myself before the call, it was easy. But now
Spotlight's on you.
yeah, and it
Don't
was
mess it up.
difficult.
No, it's
And
typical,
I
isn't
forgot how some words to
Yeah.
pronounce.
it?
Easy ones, by the
We all
way.
sound like Shakira and, Mariah Carey in the shower, but when we got to sing in front of other people,
Yeah,
it's
true.
pitchy.
I guess the
Good.
same thing.
So same thing, isn't it? Interesting though. It's a good thing to be aware of, because if you find you're getting more nervous in these sessions, like again, that's a good thing, and we can see how you're reacting under pressure. And maybe, yeah, your accent does fall a little bit shorter when you are in the situation. All the more reason to keep practicing. And yeah, keep showing up. So well done for being brave and doing it.
Thank you.
But lovely. I thought you did a really great job. Just a few interesting things, actually, stuff I've not really picked up on the others. I think for you, I'm guessing I'll be like, just tell me honestly, I'm not going to like moan at anyone, but like, has anyone done a bit of a warm up today before starting this call? No, probably not. It's kind of the fun stuff that we do together, like we used to do at the beginning of the session. But Lilo keeps pressing me not to do it with you guys because it takes time, right? But if I don't do it with you guys, I know that we fall short on the muscularity and the reps. No one wants to go to the gym, but if you've booked in a session with your PT, you're more likely to show up and do it, right? I'm going to really encourage you all to get some sort of warm up in before you start these sessions. And Natalia, you especially, okay? What I was hearing was a little bit slurred. Okay, I wasn't getting much muscularity coming through, and it's a good thing. I'm glad you did it because now I can see, but I really want you to do the lip kissing stuff that we did, the tongue circles, the chopping board, ba 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 ba, b b b b, boo 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 boo, all of that as often as you can. Just sprinkle it in throughout your weeks, okay?
Okay.
Just to reawaken all of the work that you were doing before and getting a bit more practice in with that. I know you were probably only doing it at once a fortnight when I was doing our sessions together. But again, I think it's going to really help you get more strength and dexterity into your muscles. Yeah. Can you do that for me?
Okay,
At
I'll
least
try.
once a week, when you get 10 minutes to yourself, that's all it takes. Just do your chopping board. Ba 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 ba, b b b, ma 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 ma. Da 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 da, all of that sort of stuff, and have some fun with it. just to reawaken it a little bit more, especially before our boost your poem sessions. Just get a bit in for me, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
I beg you, darling. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, we were just losing some of the consonants that I think you can, I know you can hit and do them. But for some reason, like you say, in front of us, we were losing it a little bit. So upon, for example, let's just say upon whose bosom. Can you say that for me?
Upon whose bosom.
Yeah, a p. Can we do chopping board?
Pa, 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 pa.
Good. So it's a voiceless sound. So more like a whisper. Yeah. Can you feel that plosive, punchy P sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. P, 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 P. Lovely. Upon.
Upon.
Yeah. Upon.
Upon.
Yeah, good. Well done. Much stronger. We need the P in there. Before it sounded a bit upon, like we weren't quite giving it the oomph it needs, that diaphragmatic release connection. So good. Thank you for doing that. And there was a couple of others. Lovely. Let's just work on lovely, actually. Just say lovely for me.
Lovely.
Yeah, good. Get that V happening. Va-va-va-voom, darling. Lovely.
Lovely.
Good, well done. Just as an exercise, can you make the V the most important bit of the word? And I want you to hold it and stay with it a little bit more. Lovely, like a little fly.
Lovely.
Good, okay. Give me a little lip wiggle, bottom lip. Yeah. Va, va, va. Give me that. Va, va, va.
Va, va, va.
Yeah. Va,
Va.
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 Yeah, good. Can you feel the vibration building? Or are you struggling with it a little bit?
Va. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, I think practice that. I think your bottom lip maybe carries a bit of tension and it's struggling to vibrate and like enjoy the V sound. So if you give it a little wiggle and practice all the like raspberries like kids do, get used to that feeling, that vibration in the lips. It will help with that a little bit and loosen this lip off a little bit so we can really enjoy the V sound. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No questions.
Lovely. Earth. We almost said earth, I think, or we had like a art, like the heart sound in there. Earth. It's slightly different. So can we say the earth?
Sorry, someone's knocking to my door.
Hello, come in. Would you like a cup of tea? Do you need to take a moment? Yes, she does. Excellent. Well, I'll hold fire for a minute. How many more people, God, I'm slowing. How many more people are on the call that are actually we've got Maria. Is that it actually?
I'm here, sorry.
Oh, good. That's okay.
It was quick.
I just thought I'd do a quick count of everyone and see that I'm going to fit everyone in. Good. Earth, please. The earth.
Earth.
Lovely. And now say the earth.
The earth.
Yeah, the earth.
The earth.
Yeah. Against the earth's sweet flowing breast.
Against the earth. I lost the line.
You lost the poem.
And
Another go.
How to continue. How is it?
You see it?
Against the earth, sweet flowing breast.
Yeah, well done. Good. Yeah, I think, again, just a bit more articulation on sweet. So sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, hit all of it for me. It's such a nice, it's more work. But for now, for the sake of perfecting this, make sure we get those shapes properly in there. Then you really gave me the lip and the S. Sweet. You were letting the W open out into the E sound and hit that T. It was lovely. So just say that whole line again for me. Let's up the effort in terms of articulation and let's really make it crystal clear for me. One more time.
Against the earth, sweet flowing breast.
Lovely. Well done. Well done. This might be something useful for everyone, actually. You know, we would do the b-d-g-g-d-b and the p-t-k-t-p exercise sometimes, the butter on the bread. Where's the consonants going? Do you remember this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, good. I'm not got us losing my mind then. You can do a similar one with an F and a TH sound, or an S and a TH sound. So we'll essentially kind of go, you know, like a F sound. So I'm not going to really put a vowel behind it or before it, but we're just going to go like we're making a sound. Can everyone do that? I'm trying to think how to ask you to do these things. And then a TH sound, with that connection with the teeth and the tongue, and then back to an F sound. So we can go. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? We could do it with an S. S, 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 s. And we can make these, what we call them consonant clusters. When there's a sound like earths, there's the FS, the and the S sound. It happens in Shakespeare a lot. He'll say like darkest or something silly like that. It's got like a K and then a D and then a ST in there. We can just practice like shoving together certain consonants to make to practice those sounds. So for you on this one, or anyone who wants to practice it, perhaps is a good one, and then swapping it round again. Does this make sense, Natalia? I feel like I don't want to go into it too much just for time, so make sure I get everyone in, but it's worth having a little play and practice with those sorts of things so that we can get them happening a bit quicker. Because again, then Natalia, like you did it lovely, and it was lovely and slow, but then when we get it quicker, it can feel a little bit sticky. So we just need to keep working on it. Can you give it another go for me? Just against. So make sure we're getting against, not against. As well, that longer kind of shape on the schwa. Give it one more go.
Against. This
Against.
one? Against. Against. The S.
Yeah, go on. Go on. I was waiting for you to go. I wasn't sure if you were gonna.
Against the S, sweet, flowing breast.
Yeah, nice. Flowing.
Flowing.
Yeah. Flowing breast.
Flowing breast.
Yeah, excellent. I think for you, when you're doing exercises like this, can you just think, right, I'm going to put, instead of a level 6 out of 10 in effort, I'm going to go for a level 8 out of 10 in effort. Can you do that for me? Just switch on your, I'm going to work a bit harder on these. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
More effort for now, get that stamina really building. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
Against the S, sweet, flowing breast.
Yeah, lovely. Much better. Thank you very much. Keep doing that sort of thing. Really switching it up. Can you just say May?
May.
Day.
Day.
Pray.
Pray.
Made.
Made.
Yeah, good. Say day again.
Day.
Day. Yeah, good. Day. Be careful it doesn't become day, but you didn't do it then. But that's what I heard before. So again, think perhaps a little bit shorter and not sharper, but shorter. Day. Day.
Day. Day.
Pray. Pray.
Pray.
Yeah, for me, it's that little kind of pullback energy. Day. Day. We stop the airflow and we stop the sound. Can you remember that for me as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Well done. And just one more. Lives.
Lives.
Yeah, excellent. Before I got lives and I got the S and the V was barely there. Lives.
Lives.
Who intimately lives with rain.
Who intimately lives with the rain.
Lives. Be careful it doesn't become lives. Live. If it's that hit vowel, kit vowel, yeah? Lives with rain.
Lives with the rain.
Yeah, well done. That's the one I want. Make sense?
Yeah.
I know you hear the difference between leave and live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Have you got any questions, my love?
Yeah, there's a word I don't understand the meaning. So the third line, prest. What does it mean?
The third line, pressed with a P.
Prest. Yeah. What does
pressed?
how to understand it?
So I just press like I'm pressing the button. I think it's an interesting, because you would say press, PRE, pressed,
Because it's interesting, like hungry mouth is pressed.
Yeah, I think the visual I'm getting is, you know, like the tree trunks, that's the mouth, and it's pressed against the ground,
Ah,
into the ground
now
to
I see.
and feed. But yeah, it's interesting that spelling actually why it's got the T there. To be honest, pressed, adjective, obsolete, prepared for action, used, ready. It's ready. The mouth is ready against the earth's sweet flowing breast. So that's interesting, actually. So pressed, the first pressed I type with ED is pressed the button. I pressed the button or whatever. Pressed is actually ready to go. Interesting. I didn't even know that. I assumed that it was the first version. So thank you for asking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Beautiful. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm always on Google typing define and then the word that is I swear I do it like 20 times a day because I'm just such a nerd. I love discovering new words and what they actually mean. So thank you for asking that question, as I said. Well done, Natalia. Fantastic work. Let me see who else needs to go. So we've got Maria and Lisa if she wants to go. Maria, do you want to go next? Oh, you're muted.
Hi, yeah.
I unmuted you. You've done it. Lovely. Can you read it for me, my love?
Yes, sure. Mhm. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Lovely. Really, really well done, my love. How was that feeling for you?
So now it was quite difficult to read it out loud, so it was much easier when I read it like 10 times without videos. But I like this poem.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Good. I'm going to ask you to do it again. I'm going to give you a challenge. You're using the rhythm kind of nicely, but you're falling into a habit that, and again, it's not a bad thing, but I just want to try something else with you. I did we kind of just are going down at the end of every line, and it's kind of encouraging us to do that. Day, pray, wear, hair. Like it's encouraging us to do it, but I want you to kind of fight it, and I want you to find a little bit more bounce and emotion behind the speech, just to help you with your intonation and inflection, because I think actually where it's become a concentrating exercise on your articulation, the more, again, personality and emotion or connection we can have to the poem. You've already said you like this poem. So I'd like you to like this poem as you read it and share it with me and make it a positive poem that I get to enjoy listening to with you. Just because I think it's going to help your intonation, basically. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you lose the rhythm or mess up any articulation, I don't care. I just want you to actually enjoy saying this and sharing it with me. Okay. So give it another go for me, my love. Well done.
Okay. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Lovely. Well done. How was that?
So there were much more feelings, but anyway, I need to train more.
No, you don't criticize yourself harshly, my love. I thought it was really, really great. It was lifted in a way that was more engaging and true to you, right? So again, just a note for everybody, I'll encourage you, even when we're doing a little bit of exercise, like we're working on articulation, just you know, even if it's a pointless tongue twister about white walruses and witches, like still try and have an attitude behind it, because it will help you with your British accent and how you place it and how you well, yeah, find that intention behind it to help it sound more British. Okay, then I thought it was much stronger in terms of your intonation. It wasn't stuck in such a monotone kind of like sharp, flat kind of vibe in my ear. It was a little bit more, and your eyebrows lifted straight at the beginning, joining
Yes.
Anna's eyebrow club there. I think it was so much more engaging from the off. And again, we do this in England. We do that sort of thing. We express ourselves. As you're learning with me, I'm very over the top. But lovely, great. So intonation, tick. Just keep working on that for me when you do any exercises. Again, this might not be in order, but I'll try and do it in order. So earths, again, just articulation. I know you've done some warm-ups with me actually, haven't you, Maria? In sessions.
In previous course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I was just once, but so mostly I watched it in
in the replay. Good. Do all of those warm-ups and everything, like I've said already to Anastasia. In fact, is that a hand up? Is that a hand up, Anastasia? Oh shit.
Yes, but it's for reading
Oh, what
the
different
poem.
Oh, right, okay. Shall I come to you in a minute? It's for
When
reading.
you are done with Maria, yes, sure,
Yeah,
please.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, love. Brilliant. Anyway, so I've totally forgotten what I was saying. Try and get some warm-ups in for me, just because some of the notes I'm giving you, it's mostly articulation and not actually following through with each sound clearly enough. For example, earths, lifts as well, and fools even. It was kind of like fools, lift. Like we weren't really getting the T in there. I think the T might be a bit of a thing for you. So let's just practice all of this. So earths. Can we really slow it down and stretch out the sound and make sure we get the TH in there, okay? Here we go.
Earth. Earths.
Better. Well done. So it feels like you've got like a bit of a, it feels odd, doesn't it, when you do it to begin with?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
see the shock in your face. What?
Yeah, I know that is correct, but sometimes it sounds a little bit strange for me.
Yeah, it's a shape that you're probably not used to making as strongly. So we just need to work on it a little bit more. So even though it feels eggy to you, it might sound even a little bit like lispy or whatever. It doesn't matter. I want you to keep working on it. So let's just do the TH sound 3 times. Can you do that for me? Excellent. Can we keep the tongue there a little bit longer so it becomes
Just 1 second.
Excellent. So what I'm asking for is, watch what I do. Don't do anything just yet. What I'm asking for, and I'm kind of like connecting my hands to help me visualize my tongue hitting my teeth. You see how long I'm holding it for? I can feel my ribs compressing to make that sound happen, right? What you're giving me is I'm getting a lot of after, like extra huff and puff air after it. For now, I just want you to practice holding the TH sound a little bit longer. My cheeks even are coming out a little bit where the air is being resisted. Give it another go. Well done. Excellent. Much better. Good. I want you to feel that strength when you say earths. Give it another go. Earths.
Earth.
Yeah, better, much better. Good. I can hear your diaphragm and your ribs and everything engaging a little bit more. Then it needs that kind of strength. And I know if we're sat down at a desk or we might not get that engagement. So just work on that for me. It's the same on the F sound. So for example, lifts. You didn't give me the T and the F was barely there as well. So make sure, let's just try the, can we do the same with the F, please? Lovely. Well done. Well done. Lift. Just say lift.
Lift.
Excellent. And let's let that F stay very engaged and almost like a level 9 out of 10 in terms of effort. Lift.
Lift.
Yeah, even longer on that F. Let's really just practice that. Lift.
Lift. Lift.
Excellent. Well done. You've got a tendency to pull back off it and finish the sound quicker, haven't you? So for you, I'd like you to practice again all of those kind of consonant sounds, the voiced version of the th, we've got the, and then the, we also have f and a v. I want you to really practice elongating them and letting them stay with you for a bit longer. Live, lift, lift, live. Yeah, can you hear what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Good. Lift. So let's just go, we've done an F now, let's just go chopping board. Yeah, lovely. Let's do an S chopping board.
And this is
That's hard.
the most difficult here.
Yeah, good. Let's slow it down. Just 2. Yeah, excellent. Why is it most difficult for you in your brain, do you think?
I don't know really, so it's very difficult to put my tongue to the right place.
Okay.
I don't know, this is the same problem in Russian language, so sometimes when I talk, I have this special like sounds in my speech, so I don't know.
Sure. So to be honest, I'm not hearing anything unusual. Some people have a very sibilant S where it is quite hissy. I'm not really hearing that with you. It's just not a very pleasant sound at the end of the day, is it? It's a bit of a catty, snaky, bitchy. It's not very pleasant. High pitched. It's not that great, right? I want you to get used to it because I think you're such a nice, softly spoken, like you're clearly, I can tell like already your demeanor, you're a very, kind, calm person. It's not very, I don't think it sounds good to you because you don't really like using it. I think that's probably what is happening. So I'm actually going to encourage you to enjoy the S and the hiss of it a little bit more, and use it where you can use it. For example, earths, lifts. It's all there for the taking, but I think you're just shying away from it because it scares you a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So practice it. Get really, I've been watching Harry Potter of late. Get really parcel tongue about it. Practice all of that, yeah. Love it. But good. Can I just have lifts one more time? And lifts. Just say those for me.
Lifts.
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 Better. Lovely. Don't shy away from the challenge of those consonant clusters, please. That was much better. Just say the whole line for me. And lifts her leafy arms to pray.
And lifts her leafy arms to pray.
Yeah, excellent. I think for you, it's just making sure you don't shy away from the consonants where you rush through it. Get your personality into the text, no matter what it is. It's going to help you with your intonation, and just work on those consonant clusters for me. So don't shy away from them. Any questions, my love?
No, thank you very much.
Well done. You're very, very welcome. Anastasia.
Okay, so I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, whose intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Really good. Well done. Well done. How was that feeling for you, Anastasia?
I only feel that something has happened to my teeth, like tree, breast. Something's not right today.
Interesting. Okay. I think breast, how you said it just then was fine, and I didn't note it down earlier. Just say breast for me again.
Breast.
Yeah, I think it's really strong. You're good at your T's. I think that was fine. I wouldn't think about that or worry about that. However, on tree, I think I might have given you a note similar to this before. But it's so interesting. I want more of this muscularity and precision from some of you. But for you, when you say tree, you're kind of keeping it very clipped. And actually a tree. Can you hear the difference between tree, Pippa's version, and your version, tree? It's almost more delicate and lighter, and I like it. I would like a little bit more muddiness, like a tree with his roots in the mud. I want it a bit muddier with you. I want your roots in the mud a little bit more. So rather than tree, getting the tree, can we have a tree, a little bit more of a ch almost sound in there?
Tree.
Better.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can you feel the difference in what you're doing?
Yes.
Tiny, but it's less delicate than your first version of it you gave me, and it's, to me, it sounds a bit more British. Before, it sounded almost too careful. So throw caution to the wind and just get in there, get those roots in the mud. So can we just try, let's just do those two lines with the end, the breast and the pressed in there, just because you said you were concerned. I just want to hear them again, just in case. A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast. Can you give me those two lines, please?
Yeah, sure. A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast.
One more time.
A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast.
Lovely. How is that feeling?
The most difficult lines, I guess.
Well done. I thought you did really, really well. The tree was much better for what I was asking for. And the pressed and breast, I've got no issues with them, and I encourage you not to have either.
Okay.
It's fine. What I do want us to discuss quickly, though, is mouth. Mouth is pressed. So before, the first time you did it, I think you just said hungry mouth pressed. Mouth pressed. Mouth. Let's get all this happening and get that airflow interrupted by the sound. Okay, so let's just say mouth.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth.
Yeah, really almost like you're having to give me an extra push on the TH sound to make it happen more. Mouth.
Mouth.
Yeah, more aggression on the. So watch what I do. I could go mouth, but I'm going to go mouth. I'm really almost raspberry then. I'm really pushing out the airflow on the TH sound. Try again.
Mouth.
Better.
Mouth.
Yeah, better. I could hear it more that time. Sometimes I get worried it's the microphone not picking up more of the airy sounds, but I think that was stronger that time. I did hear it more on the microphone. So well done. Good. We'll try that again. Mouth is followed by is, and I want that is to be a rich Z sound, not an S sound. So mouth is, and then I want again the same kind of Z energy on that. One more time.
Mouth is pressed.
Good. Even slower. Mouth is.
Mouth is.
Good. And again on that Z, can we just try now energy wise? We're not going is. We're going is. Can I have a Z at the end of it?
Is.
Good. Is. More of like a Z sound.
Is. Is the.
Lovely. One more time. Is.
Is the.
Good. Is pressed.
Is pressed.
Much better. Yeah. I think for you, again, it's just finding the that bit more welly that I've discussed before behind some of these consonant sounds and giving them a little bit more effort. Because when we skim over them, not only are we not articulating it clear enough for the person to actually make the connection that that's the word, especially in a poem where we are kind of talking about random stuff like a tree who's got a hungry mouth. Trees don't have mouths. So that, again, the clearer we can be in helping our audience or our listener understand what we're seeing in this tree, the clearer we're going to make it. And one way we can do that is by using the consonants and the vowel shapes stronger, where we're maybe having a habit or a tendency to pull back on them. And so I think for you, it's all these kind of like diaphragmatic kind of shapes where we need to engage the diaphragm and maybe press and give a bit more welly, a bit more energy. I think you maybe have a tendency to kind of pull back on it and go for more of the lighter sound, like a tree. It involves the diaphragm a little bit more and there's more airflow resistance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So practice again. I'd chopping board it up and do the maybe like you guys meet up on Zoom for like 10 minutes twice a week and just do chopping board together. Like you know, ma da da da, getting all of these through even stronger, because it's going to help you for sure. But have you got any questions about any of that, my love?
No,
No.
thank you.
Good, that's all right. Let's park it there. Just for time's sake, I am going to have to run because I have got a train to catch relatively soon. But is there any final quick questions that anyone wants me to cover? No? Excellent. Lisa, I'm aware we haven't done you, but you wanted to observe. What I would say is all of the videos and the poems are up in the group. We put a Zoom link to me reading them. And then I also recorded them call and responding a line at a time, or a word at a time, I think. God, it took me ages. So have a little look at that if you want to like just brush up before the session so you can get some practice in. But they're all up there and they're all on my YouTube channel ready to go. And my YouTube channel is the British Acting Coach if you haven't been on there, but that's where I keep it all, just because it's free cloud storage basically. So yeah, have a little look. I'm not sure. In fact, next week is Remember. I'll put it in the chat now, actually. That might be helpful for you all. But guys, well done. You've all done beautifully well. I'm super proud of all of you. It's so lovely to see you all. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you next time for Boost Your Poem. Oh, love it. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Bye,
See
have
you.
a safe trip.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.